he's ever taken on in his public life. Where do you see this in terms of importance?
Well, I put it right up there. I mean, this was an attack on our democracy. And by the way, the hearing that we're having tomorrow, which is a public hearing, by the way, I think we should do as much of our work in public as we possibly can, is going to talk about the fact that the Russians are doing what they did here all over the world. They have been doing it in Eastern Europe. Right now, while we're talking, they're doing it in France. They're messing around with their elections. They're doing the same thing in Germany. So this is a new kind of aggression that they're carrying out. And not only Anderson, I mean, all the attention has been focused on, you know, what did the Russians do, the hacking of the emails, the release to WikiLeaks, also the question, the second question, which is, were there connections between the Trump campaign and the Russians? But the third issue that I don't think has gotten enough attention is the Russians were also probing and pushing on our state election systems. They were trying to get into voting machines and registration. That's pretty scary stuff, and they weren't doing it for fun. It appears they weren't successful, but they're going to be back. I view this, we've got some history to cover here, but we've also got to think about where this is going in the future. They're going to be back in 2018 and 2020, and the reason this should be bipartisan or nonpartisan is they could come after either side. Putin isn't a Democrat. He's not a Republican. He's an opportunist. And he's going to come after whoever he thinks is standing in his way. And that's why we've got to get to the bottom of it for the good of the country.
Do you think there needs to be a select committee or an independent commission, as Senator McCain has called for?
I don't think so. And the reason, there are a couple of reasons. One is to set up, well, we already are a select committee. I mean, if you had another Senate committee,